Okay, so now I'll go into explaining question two. So I'll just go line by line, basically. To start, I gave width and height parameters for the neural network detection. I gave frame dimensions of 640 by 480 divided by 2, each divided by 2. This is because I decided to shrink. I decided to resize my frame before pasting it on that black background. I resized it to about half the size just because I figured that would be a nice clean number. And it shrinks the frame enough to where it has room for the entire frame to be seen, pretty much no matter where you move your head in it. The frame's gonna get shifted around the black box and you can still see it, because it's small enough by shrinking these parameters. So anyway, initializing the webcam and the video output parameters, loading in the network from class, and then basically just runs in one loop here. Oops, just mute that. Basically, it runs in one loop here where, I flip the frame just so you get that mirror effect. I resize it like I was saying before. And then I just declared these bounding box coordinates outside of the for loop, different from what we did in class. I just wanted to have them almost like a global variable up here, not necessarily global, but global compared to this for loop. This way you can use these values, after this loop concludes. So anyway, I have these values here starting at 0 before the actual detections occur. You can either set them to none or, you just need to initialize these variables somehow. And then, I start with my detections, the bounding box. Right now I have it I have it commented out, so you don't see the bounding box on the screen. I'll do a demo with and without them where I'll just put these back in. But yeah, anyway, same from class. If confidence scores above 50%, start, capturing those bounding box endpoint coordinates. And then, yeah, from here, now I actually find the center point, the XY coordinates of the bounding box of the face. That's just a simple calculation, initializing a black image. And this is actually of size 640 by 480, which is twice the size of my resized frame now. Now this part is just an offset. So basically, instead, I would be just pasting the frame on top of the black image. You can't just paste it anywhere. You have to paste it somewhere. It can either be at the top left corner, or you can have some offset. Now I offset it to put it directly in the center. My face moved around. I didn't move the frame at all. My face wouldn't be controlling and staying in the center. What I'm doing here is I'm based on the center of the bounding box. Now I'm determining the X and Y offset. So I basically just go from the center of the actual black background frame, and I do half of that. So the center point minus the X and Y centers. This will allow for enough space, like the black space, in between the edge of the frame I'm pasting on top, and then it'll adjust, as the actual coordinates of the bounding box change. So I can go ahead and run this. Oh, and then basically, yeah, like I was saying before, I just, from the range for X and Y, from the range of the start of the offset to the end of the offset, which is just the offset plus the entire frame that I shrunk down. For that range of pixels, I'm going to just make them equal the corresponding pixels of frame. So I'm taking away the black pixels, and now I'm putting the ones that are inside the frame image and replacing them there. And yeah, this black background image, it's a 3-channel image, so I don't run into that grayscale issue like I explained before. The crosshair, another simple calculation. I made a length equal to 100. This is just drawing a line horizontally and then vertically. And then I just show it. That's basically it. And then write it out. So what I can do is I'll start without the bounding boxes just to show a quick demo with the filter. And then I'll run it with the bounding boxes just to prove that I actually am doing facial detection on this frame. I'm going to shut off my webcam for the Zoom recording, and I'm going to go ahead and click run here. Okay, so now the crosshairs, you can see, are remaining in the center. And as I move my head, the frame shifts so that my head is always in the center. So just like in the instructions, I'll demonstrate all 4 quadrants. I'll move this way, this way, this way, and here. You do some fun stuff with this too. Yeah, so now I'll go ahead and do another recording with the bounding boxes on top. Just press Q to enter, exit here. And then I said I would uncomment these. So here, here, and now you'll see with the bounding box, just to prove that facial detection is actually occurring. Okay, so you can see, 80, 90% recognition, and then same effect here. So this achieves the purpose of the filter. All right, thank you.